Hi everyone, I'm jumping on to do a quick introduction video so you can get to know me and what my plans are for my brand new YouTube channel, Healer's Light. So basically, I'm Cynthia Rose King. Nothing fancy, no special lighting. I have absolutely no tech skills in editing. I won't use scripts or anything like that, but I will have notes so that I keep my train of thought. So these videos are going to be sort of homemade, and that's fine. Nice and homey. Just you and me and whoever else wants to stop by and watch. I've been studying tarot and various healing techniques for decades. I started with the tarot in 1977. I've been studying and collecting and reading the cards. I have over 400 decks in my collection. I stopped counting at 400, so I have no idea how many I have now. And hopefully, as time goes by, I hope to do video reviews of those decks. So, just to enjoy the artwork and to share that with all of you. So that's one plan for the channel. And over the years, I've studied everything from Reiki, Qigong for healing, Tai Chi Easy. I'm certified in both of those as an instructor. Various healing modalities from singing bowls to crystals. Also certified in hypnosis and as a life coach. And the newest addition to my resume is being a CBD affiliate, which will be very low key. I'm not into selling anything. I just kind of share things that have worked for me or things that I'm passionate about. I just, put the information out there, and whoever else wants to explore it, that's fine. So I'm just including that, no hard sale or anything. So my belief is that tarot is actually for everyone. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there that block people from exploring the possibilities and kind of diving in and learning about this fascinating deck of cards. So I hope that, over time and through my videos, that I can not only share my joy, but also show you that it really is for everybody, and you don't have to memorize anything. And I've taught classes where I have people reading right out of the box. I mean, that's the first exercise we do, is meet and greet and let's all read the cards. And we haven't done anything. I mean, a little bit of, guidance, but it's really, really something that can work for everybody. So I'll be sharing my passion about that for sure. And also, I'm very passionate about wellness and optimizing the body's natural healing abilities that everybody has within. We all have this healing energy. When we get a cut, the skin heals. I mean, we have to put the Band-Aid on and we have to clean the wound, but it's the body that does the healing. And if we can take that and harness that power to its best possible functioning, then our whole lives become more vibrant and just more energized and more passionate. So I'm very excited to kind of share some things that have worked for me, my own journey from being 308 pounds to now being 130 pounds. That was quite a journey, a lot of lessons learned. I have no problem sharing those. And all the kinds of things I learned along the way that helped me, that might spark some ideas for you that you want to go try or go off into another new direction that maybe you didn't know. But also to show you that having a wellness practice doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be time consuming. You don't have to sit and meditate under a tree for 3 hours a day or even an hour a day. I mean, sure, we all want to do that. Well, some of us do. And if you have the time, great. But you really can, even in a packed, full life, squeeze in practices that just turn things around and give you a calmness and a centeredness that really goes a long way to promoting your own wellness. Because you may feel good today, but in the stressful times that we live in and all the stuff that just bombards us every day, it's good to have some tools and some practices to help us kind of navigate all of that, so that disease and other problems don't eventually show up in our bodies later on. So no matter what stage you are, no matter what age you are, I'm here to tell you, you can definitely optimize the wellness in your body. And I love and passionately share anything that I can do to help you discover what works for you. And definitely I'll share what's worked for me, which won't work for everybody. I mean, nobody has the be all secret end all answer, but it's a learning journey, and I'm here to kind of encourage you to take your own journey. So that's me in a nutshell. My plans for the channel, I've mentioned a little bit in the intro, is definitely doing tarot deck reviews just because they're fun and pretty and exciting and colorful, but also tips for reading for yourself. It's a big myth that you can't read for yourself. Tarot is absolutely a dynamite, powerful, personal tool to have in your pocket as a guide on your life journey. Absolutely. So I hope to share that with you, as well as, some tips for reading for family and friends if you want. I'm not going to get into necessarily reading as a professional, because that, I think, in my belief system, and this is just how I feel, if you're going to read as a professional, it's a whole nother level. You need additional training, and that's not what this channel is about. But if you're interested in how to take a tarot deck and incorporate that into your life as a fun, exercise, as a map to navigating life, personal transformation, any of that, then by all means, this channel is for you. And it would also give you a solid foundation from which, if you wanted to springboard from later and become a professional, I can kind of have some suggestions as to where you can look and get a little bit more training and get a little bit more experience under your belt. So by all means, hang out and stay and learn tarot. But the other thing that I want to share, of course, like I said, is I want to share the passion I have for why it's so important to do self-care and to put your well-being and your health top priority above everything else. And I know people say, oh, well, that's selfish, and oh, I've got too many demands on my time. But I hope through gently reminders, gently techniques, showing you easy techniques to incorporate into your day, that you can kind of begin to see why that's so important, and that you'll find some benefit out of that to feeling better and feeling more centered and balanced and grounded. And there's just so much out there. I mean, there's so much new age stuff and alternate methods of healing and all this stuff that, you just kind of, look at the bookshelves and you look at the internet and you can get lost. So I don't have all the answers, but I can share my experiences. I can share what I've kind of distilled from my hundreds of books and hundreds of hours of study and certification, kind of distill down the essence and what I found worked. And I can also share things that other people found worked that I might not practice, but have proven to be quite useful and powerful. So, I'm not, it could be a little bit of a guide, maybe kind of help you structure a path for yourself so that you're not just kind of wandering and trying this and trying that and not getting anywhere and maybe not understanding a lot of this stuff. So you just kind of don't do anything. I had a friend of mine who, in passing about, I don't know, a couple of decades ago, she was asking me about breath work. And, we only had a few minute conversation, and then, I just gave her a quick thing. And she came back to me years later and she was like, oh, I can't do that deep breathing. It makes me dizzy. I said, what do you mean it's making you dizzy? So we talked about it. She had taken what I said to heart and really, really got into it, but she never checked back with me to say, hey, I'm having this reaction. Instead, she had this reaction and she stopped doing it. And I said, well, you should have come and talked to me before, because, we only had a brief conversation. We really didn't get into the nitty gritty of breath work. What it was she was breathing so, when I said deep breathe, she took it literally to deep breathe to the absolute max and was kind of like tightening her muscles. And then, so she was actually kind of creating a hyperventilation state for herself. And I was like, that kind of taught me, don't do 5-minute talks in the hallway. Have context, follow up, even something as simple as deep breathing exercises. You want to give people follow-up. You want to give people support. You want to be able to get back to them and answer their questions. Even on that you would think we all know how to breathe, right? So it was a lesson for me, truly incorporated, which is another thing. That's why I'm here on Facebook. I'm here on YouTube. So again, I will do my best to share, but I'm also here for follow-up. I'll also tell you when I don't know. And if I can, I'll find a source for you to get more information about something. So I'm definitely not an expert, but I have a lot on some things, but I definitely have a heck of a lot of experience. I'm very well skilled and experienced in many things, but I don't claim to know it all. Okay, and as I said, I'm using notes because I want to make sure I covered everything. So sharing tarot, sharing my passion for living a vibrant, inspired, balanced, and empowered life is just something I just feel so passionate about. I'm looking forward to sharing that with all of you. I have lots of ideas for different videos, and I'm retired now, so I have time to do it. Let's see, what else can I tell you? I also have a couple book ideas that, I don't know, who knows? Will I ever? If I do, great. I can, share those ideas with you, and come along for the ride. See what other crazy thing I'm going to get into. If nothing else, I'm somewhat entertaining sometimes, or so I've been told. I don't know. People do tell me at times. So you can find me on Facebook, Cynthia Rose King. I have a page there called Healer's Light. And, it's not super, super active. It's not like you're going to get notifications all the time. But when I find something interesting, or I've done something I think you might find interesting, I hop on. I was doing my little videos over there. I was doing a couple hours of free readings online every once in a while. I did that at the beginning of the year. Kind of stopped doing that for a while. Periodically I may hop on and do some free tarot readings, real quick ones for people. So you never know what you're going to find over there. It's also a way to message me. I'm online most days. And so my video work, I think, though, will probably most primarily now be on YouTube. And let's see. So I think I have covered everything. And I hope you'll like and subscribe, right? That's what they all do, is ask you to like and subscribe the videos on our channel. So I'm just throwing that out there. If you are so inclined to like this video and to subscribe, come along for the ride, right? It may be fun. Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.